What's up guys, this is Engineer Jack. So for this problem, we will determine the deflection at A using area moment method. So as you can see sa problem, this is similar sa problem natin last time. Magkaiba lang this time yung method na gagamitin natin in solving the deflection at A. Now, before we use the area moment method, dapat mapredict muna natin yung behavior ng beam natin. And we will use shear and moment diagrams. So by using shear and moment diagrams class, as you can see, after determining the moment diagram, we can predict now the elastic curve of the beam. Kasi meron tayong rule class sa structural theory, if we have a positive moment, ang elastic curve at that point projected from the beam is concave upward. But if we have a negative moment just like this, we have a concave naman downward for the elastic curve. For this diagram naman, which is positive moment, we have a concave upward. So overall, this is the elastic curve for the beam. As you can see, meron tayong concave upward and concave downward. Now, very important ito class, pag-determine natin ng mga tangent lines if we can draw the elastic curve. So balikan lang natin, nakakuha yan by determining first the moment diagram. So after determining the elastic curve class, we can now draw the tangent lines. So as you can see, if I draw a tangent line at B, ito yun. And we can say that this is the tangent or deviation of C from tangent B. Kaya ang tawag natin is ganyan designation. So after determining class the elastic curve of the beam, if this is the new position of A, from B, ang tawag dyan natin, this distance is the deviation of A from tangent B. Kaya yan yung designation natin. And yung deflection natin is from here, the new position, and from the initial position, and that is deflection at A. So ano ba mga meaning nito class na tangent of C or deviation of C from tangent B, and ano ba yung meaning ng tangent of or deviation of A from tangent B? So yung meaning class ng deviation of C from tangent B, that is the moment of the area under the M over EI diagram between points B and C about point C. So yung shortcut lang yan class is kung ano yung unang letter, dun tayo magmo-moment. Same case at the deviation of A from B, this is also the moment of the area under the M over EI diagram between points A and B about point A. So for this problem guys, this is the M over EI diagram using cantilever method. So paano ba yun nakuha? So I assume if let's say this is the fixed support at this beam. So lahat ng forces and loadings natin, moment tayo at that point. So if this is the fixed support, moment about that point, we have, since we have 200 kilonewton meter, that is considered rectangular. So as you can see in drawing ko dito, that is 200 over EI, and that is the M over EI diagram for moment na 200 kilonewton meter. Next, we have 60 kilonewton force which is going downward. If pag-moment tayo sa fixed support at C, we have a negative 60, the force, multiplied by moment arm which is 15, kasi yung distance niya from C is 15, we get negative 900 over EI. So for our concentrated class, that is a triangular M over EI diagram. Next, we have a 130 kilonewton force, and mag-moment tayo about point C. And that is 130 multiplied by 10, positive. We have now a value here, 1,300 over EI. And that is also a rectangular M over EI diagram. Next, we have a 12 kilonewton per meter. So yung moment diagram niya is ganito. We have a negative 12 multiplied by 10, that is the force, multiplied by moment arm, multiplied by 5. We have a negative 600 over EI. So this is your M over EI diagram using cantilever method. Tatandaan dito class, if we have a concentrated load, we have a moment diagram na first degree. So kaya yung 60 kilonewton, this we have a triangular, and for 130 kilonewton, we have a first degree then, which is magka-create ng moment M over EI, which is 1/3 over EI. But if we have a 12 kilonewton per meter na line load, ang moment diagram niya should be second degree or parabolic. And that's why we have a negative 600 over EI, the value of the moment from point here. So ang tawag dito class is M over EI diagram by parts. So now we will solve now the deviation of C about point B. And that is simply the moment area under the diagram between B and C about point C. So ano ba yung areas doon? So as you can see sa diagrams, ito yung gagamitin natin na diagrams between point B and point C. And mag-moment tayo about point C. So first, I will use a triangle, yung above muna. Ito muna gagamitin ko. So we have now 1/2 multiplied by 1,300 over EI. I-cancel ko muna yung EI class. Multiplied by, ang distance niya is 10 meters. Na yung moment arm niya about point C is 10 over 3 since we have a triangular. Plus, we have also 200 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 5 na moment arm about point C. Now, we have here, as you can see, we have a trapezoidal here. And this is by relation proportion class. We can calculate here the point that is negative 300. Or that is also 60 multiplied by 5. So as you can see here, 60 multiplied by 5, you get this. So moving forward, minus tayo ng 300 multiplied by, that is also rectangle, multiplied by 10, and moment arm niya is 5. Then minus, we have 1/2, and that is 600 multiplied by 10. And yung moment arm niya from C is 1/3 of 10 meters. Next, we have this spandrel. We have 1/3 of 600 multiplied by 10. And yung centroid niya from C, here, that is 1/4 of 10. That's why we have 10 over 4. So we calculate this, we have 5,000 over 3 EI. So this is the deviation of C from tangent B. So after that, we will calculate now the deviation of A naman from deviation of A from tangent B. So simply, we will use this. Pag-solve ng deviation of A from B, ito naman ang gagamitin natin. This area. And magmo-moment naman tayo kung ano yung naunang letter, which is letter A, kaya doon tayo magmo-moment. So the deviation of A from tangent B, we have, that is 200 multiplied by 5 meters. Yung moment arm niya from A, that is 2.5. And minus area, which is 1/2 multiplied by 300. Ito yon, this value. Multiplied by, distance is 5. And yung moment arm niya about point A is 2/3 of 5 meters. So if you calculate this, we get 0. Meaning non-class, yung deviation of A pala about tangent B is 0. So meaning, itong deflection here, nag-touch pala dito sa tangent line natin for B. So after determining class deviations, we will use ratio and proportion or by similar triangles. So as you can see, if this is the angle or slope at B, we can use that slope at B equals to rise over run, which is T or deviation of C from tangent B all over 10 meters. That is also equals to, if by using vertical angles, this is also angle B or slope at B. So since 0 yung deviation of A from B, itong distance na to class will be considered overall na yan as deflection at A. Meaning, yung new position of A tuminama dito sa tangent of B natin. So by we can also use that the slope at B is also, that is deflection at A all over 5 meters. So finally, we can get the deflection at A, that is 5 multiplied by 5,000 over 3 all over 10 meters. So finally, the deflection at A is similar. So sagot natin for the last video, 2,500 over 3, and lagyan natin ng EI, and that is also going upward. So this is now the answer for this problem. As you can see, this is the same answer just like the last video using different approach. So last time we used double integration method, but this time we used area moment method. So ano ba yung mas prefer nyo na solution? Using double integration method ba? Or using area moment method, pero gagamit ka muna ng elastic curves? Comment kayo dito sa video na to. So that's it guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Engineer Jack and have a good day.